There was a lot to see at the Golf Industry Show in Orlando earlier this year, including a new design for the trade show floor. Highlighting the layout was the presence of 8 solution centers. These areas provided education, information, and hands-on demonstrations on all aspects of golf course management. The featured solution center was an actual 2,500 square foot putting green. It was designed by members of the American Society of Golf Course Architects, constructed by members of the Golf Course Builders Association, with the sodding and maintenance provided by Golf Course Superintendents Association of America members. All 3 associations, plus professionals representing other areas of the golf industry, shared their expertise. Let's take an in-depth look at the Building of the Green Solution Center.
This started a year ago at San Diego at the GCSAA meeting. We had a meeting with all the staff from the different boards of the builders, our organization, American Society of Golf Course Architects, and GCSAA. And we all said, wouldn't it be nice if we were to build a green on the show floor? And we thought about that for a minute, and GCSAA was serious. They wanted to do it. So now it was, okay, how do we get it done? So this has been 1 year in the making. A lot of people involved in this. The lion's share of the work is the Golf Course Builders Association. They've donated their time. They've arranged for all the materials, trucking in of the materials, a lot of costs associated with doing this, and the golf course builders have put that all together and at their own expense.
What we've got here is really a real golf green built inside this convention hall for the GCSAA, and the Golf Course Builders of America offered to build this for the superintendents for this show.
For me, it's been a lot of fun. We started off with drawings. We started off with the dimensions of the space. We've got 120 by 100, 12,000 square feet. We had to fit the green inside of that space and have room for viewing areas so people could walk off the floor and fit it into the areas. So the green itself is a little bit over 2,500 square feet. And that's about as large as we could fit inside the 12,000. Plus we have 2 bunkers.
Well, what's unique about this is, you know, we had a design by Tom Marzoff there, and we had to pick the front of the green up because we couldn't, you know, the concrete, we were right on the concrete. So in order to get the drainage in an 8-inch ditch, we had to pick the front of the green up. And another thing was you only have one opportunity to get X amount of yards in here by a certain time like we did on Monday. So what you end up doing is you have to end up working with the amount of material that you've trucked in. So you do have to improvise some with your height elevations in order to make everything work properly and tie in. Should haul for one thing. I think there's a lot of guys that know how difficult this was to do.
So many people that maybe haven't had the opportunity to build a green in their life, they don't know what is underneath the profile. So we're building a USGA greens construction method, and you'll be able to stand in one spot and see the pipe, the drain line for the green, the connections of the pipe, the 4-inch gravel blanket will be on there, and then 12 inches of greens mix. So everyone that walks up will have the opportunity to stand in one spot and see how you build a green and what are the steps that are of the construction from one spot. been a lot of fun. The Builders is a great organization. It's been my pleasure to work with the board members and put this all together. It's been a lot of fun, and now the real question is, what do we do next year? If we can put this green in here, everybody's starting to think, well, how do we top this?
I didn't really have a problem, undertaking this job. It's a lot of work, but if it's something you like, it's not work. So, yeah, sure, I'd do it again. Not in California or not in Texas or New Orleans, but if it was here in Florida again, sure, I'd give them a hand.
What we'd like to do now is just recognize basically a year-long commitment of hard work, dedication to get this green put together. And the groups that you see forming up here on the green right now, we have the American Society of Golf Course Architects, the board, members of the Golf Course Builders Association, and GCSAA. The most important, I'd like to recognize Jeff Marstein. Jeff, come up here for a minute. Jeff was responsible, because he was the closest builder to this convention center, he was responsible for getting all these materials there. Now that the work is done on this green and it is built, we wanted to turn this green officially over to GCSAA. So I'd like to ask Steve Mona, Tim O'Neill, the president of GCSAA, to come forward. Please, we have a little presentation. We've got something here we'd like to give to GCSAA. There's some drawings of the green. These have been signed by all the members that have been involved to touch this green. And again, thank you for the opportunity to do this. It's been a great showcase for the golf course builders and their talents and the ASGCA to participate in this. I want to thank the GCSAA for this opportunity. And this concludes the ceremony. Turning over the green. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate it.